I think any place has the ability to be special. All I can tell you is the way I see it through my eyes and the way I've heard it through my ears, is that this place is pretty darn unique and pretty special. Maybe that's just my own personal outlook that I've inherited through my folks. But yeah, I hold the city in high regard, and I hold the sensibility that I believe is rooted in a cliche way of Midwestern kindness. I don't know, I hold that near and dear to me. I recognize it in people not only from here, I recognize it, in people that have it regardless of where. So I don't think it's unique necessarily in the Midwest, but maybe 4 out of 5 dentists have it here versus, 3 out of 5 in maybe other parts of the country or the world. I think it has a lot to do with how I ended up being at this point in my life. It's just a part of who I am. I don't have any tattoos or piercings, so I think it's just, but Kansas City's on me, for life regardless.
All right, this is 90.9 The Bridge. You're listening to the Steps of Faith Foundation Radio Takeover, brought to you by Jason Sudeikis and Billy Brimblecombe. I am Jason Sudeikis, and he is Billy Brimblecombe. I was lucky to grow up in a house that laughed a lot and supported the arts, and so this town has always been like that to me. I've always seen that side of this city, whether it be bands or amazing theater. There's obviously people, you hear the joke about, well, you're not in Kansas anymore, where's Toto? So a lot of people in their minds have it be, where Dorothy lived. But with the success of our, sports teams like the Royals, with their great World Series run and then eventual win, and like that sort of gets people's eyeballs pointed this way, and then as they start to investigate, they're like, oh wow, that place is pretty cool. And then the town speaks for itself now in a way that the preconceptions are slowly falling by the wayside.
What's up, Kansas City? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thundergong 2017. I'm proud of a lot of things from being from here, from being from Kansas City, for many, many things. Many, many things. Proud of my family, proud of my friends. I'm proud of the kindness that comes out of the people from here. And it's one of the neat things about getting to do what I do. I wear a Kansas City hat a majority of the time. I get people come up to me out of nowhere, come up to me. I'm from Kansas City. I don't care if they went to Schlegel. I'll still be nice to them. I don't care. You're out. Schlegel's great. Like, I love Schlegel. One of the other great things is the amount of artists that come out of here, with the amount of actors, the amount of literally performance artists, media in different mediums. One of my favorite bands. They hail from many parts of the greater Kansas City area. Please give it up right now for the Get Up Kids.
There's so much great work coming out of here and so many different mediums of I'll declare it art, whether it be architecture with people like Matt Huft or in fashion with people like, Matt and Emily Baldwin, especially in this day and age. I mean, we got things a little bit later. Back when I was a kid, we'd get them, I had cousins that lived in Chicago and then cousins that lived in LA, and they Chicago always got stuff before us, and LA got stuff before Chicago, and New York was obviously the same. I didn't know anybody really there then. But now with the internet, it's even the playing field a little bit more. And one of the nice things is things are now pulsating from here and moving out to the coast, which is, really exciting to see. And it's really neat when people that are from here, we've all sort of found each other, like in showbiz and stuff, and so that whole crew that we do Big Slick with, it's an easy call to make to people to get them to do that. Kind-hearted guys that people will say yes to, and they're saying yes also to this town, which makes the Big Slick an easy ask, and I think as successful as it's been thus far. And Thundergong's been the exact same way.
500 people in this country lose a limb every day. So we got our Give Steps initiative.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. You've already done a very, very good thing just by being in this building. You've already helped a number of people actually walk again.
I think Kansas City's on people's radar in a genuine way now, more so than it ever has been in my lifetime.
Have a great weekend, Kansas City. Good to be home.